Greetings and salutations, brother! This is Jason Silverain. I'm going to be playing a little bit of Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition. Now, since it was on sale, I decided to pick it up. I've been hearing mixed things about the game, but when it's only about £10 instead of $35, it's well worth it. I can't say it's worth it at full price, though. If you're unfamiliar with Space Hulk Enhanced Edition, this was developed by Streum Studio and has been published by Focus Home Interactive. It was released May 2018, and I don't know why they couldn't have put some of the things in this in the original version. Now, I have had a few issues with this game. I've just finished the tutorial. I've had a few things where my graphics drivers really didn't like it, but hopefully that's all sorted now. Options wise, things are a little simple. I mean, granted, you've got all these key bindings, but if you really want, you can play it on an Xbox pad. Now, I do not like playing shooters on an Xbox pad unless they're very arcadey and run and gun. It's a PC, I'll be using a mouse and keyboard, thank you. Audio is pretty simple with slider bars and percentages. It would be nice to be able to just type in the level you want, and I think the examples they give aren't great. I mean, that's really quiet sound effects thing. Ideally you want gunfire or something like that, so you sort of know what it sounds like in game.
In position.
In contrast, the voices and the music are very loud. Video, your options are reasonable. I do like they have this field of view slider. The game defaults at 80, but I suffer from quite bad motion sickness in narrow field of views. I found 90 tends to be what I need to not vomit. I've never managed to complete Half-Life 2 because of that issue, because I think Half-Life 2 has field of vision 75, and it would give me tremendous motion sickness, though I'm still struggling a little bit with this game. Now, there is plenty of things here. You can see I've got everything on near maximum, but again, I don't like how there's no explanation of what these mean. I can't hover over them and be told, so if you know nothing about PC settings, it's got an auto config, but you better hope it works. Game-wise, the game automatically has subtitles, so I originally came in looking for that. And normally it's on muzzle flash is high and head bobbing is high. I've turned those down just to make myself less likely to get sick while playing. You're thinking, he's said like that several times now, he doesn't want to get sick while playing. Why are you playing this? It's because it looks amazing. While this game does suffer from a lackluster single player as it locks you into a single class, and you have to kind of go for all-rounder weapons as the AI is dumb as dumb as a rock. The multiplayer for this game is pretty damn amazing, and I just wanted to experience it. I've seen some videos on this, and if you can play it with friends, it's amazing fun. I'm going to be going through a bit of a single player just so I'm prepped before I jump into multiplayer. I hate jumping straight into multiplayer without any practice. It gives me massive social anxiety because I don't want to be the person who lets down the whole team. If you're unfamiliar with Deathwing or Space Hulk or the 40k universe, it's got a decent amount of lore. Essentially, a Space Hulk is a amalgamation of several like asteroids and giant spaceships amalgamated together. I mean, it can also be a single abandoned wreck of a spaceship, but usually the actual title of Space Hulk is when several of these ships have collided and basically over time been mushed together into this huge structure. They're usually filled with aliens, traitors, all kind of hazards, and usually lost tech from a bygone age. So this is why, as a Deathwing, the elite Terminator unit of the Dark Angels Space Marine chapter, you were going in to try and recover ancient tech and various other things. If possible, it'd be brilliant to purge all the Xenos, but knowing how Space Hulk games usually go, I imagine by the end of this, we're going to be blowing the whole damn thing up. Now, in multiplayer, you'd have access to your customize, and you've got several classes, because I've got the Enhanced Edition, I've got the Chaplain, which basically supersedes and is better than the Tactical Specialty Marine in all ways. But in the single player, you're stuck playing the librarian. I just want to have him put a helmet on because it irks me. But hey, psychic powers and shooting things ain't a bad combo. I mean, look at the detailing in that armor. The models are amazing. So these guys really did go and look at you know, the various examples you have. I freaking love the medic with that huge drill. So you've got all this stuff you've got to unlock with Renown. You get that in special missions and multiplayer. I don't think I get any in single player, which sucks. If you add Renown and leveling systems, put them in single player, please. It'd be nice. But I do like the fact you just hover over and you can see the various different skins. Skins don't really do anything. They're just there to look flash. But what you do get is these cooldown reducers and effect reducers. You know, so basically these make you more resistant usually. These make your powers activate faster. I have been told there is no point buying the low level ones because they do not stack or combine, so just save up for the 15k ones. Don't bother with the little ones. It's a waste of money. Weapons wise, you start with the Storm Bolter, which is a wow. I just love the models. I'm going to keep saying that because it looks amazing. Then you have the Storm Bolter Mark II. Fires faster, lower accuracy, higher recoil, less reliability. Overall, these are the old Storm Bolters from the early games. Or I certainly think they are. There is absolutely no point to use this thing. It is actually worse in practically every way. Use the default Storm Bolter. It's just better, other than maybe I do kind of like the old school chunky look. So I'm starting with a handful of these. What's the redemption? It's interesting. I could stick bayonets on these, really. Oops. Yeah, the menu system's a little screwed up. So yeah, Librarian, Storm Bolter, melee weapon. If you've got heavy weapons, you will be having either the Heavy Plasma, the Assault Cannon is a firm favourite of everyone, the Spear of Caliban, which is a giant-ass laser gun. Wait, what's the difference between Vengeance and the... Well, the Assault Cannon ain't really anti-armor. That is your Assault Cannon with higher caliber bullets, I guess. And then you've got Redemption Storm Bolter. Okay, interesting. So, oh, backs up here. Assault, what do you get then? Oh, you're just melee. Apothecary has a nice selection of things. I think the Hellfire is the one that's the bouncy shotgun bullets. I'm not entirely certain. Again, I've not had the chance to play with any of these yet, so I'm just literally flicking through. Heavy Flamer is on the Tactical Marine. I thought it would be on the Heavy Weapons dude. The Heavy Flamers in this are wonderful because despite the fact being giant flamethrowers, they shoot like Ghostbuster guns, and that is just the Proton Pack look of it is hilarious. And if you turn off friendly fire and have your whole team with flamers, it's just like, brother, bring the Heavy Flamer. We are going to purge the Xenos. I mean, that is part of the fun of this, is I've seen people playing this, and people kind of get into character, kind of, and it's just... That's what was actually one of the selling points of this game with me, was the just the community seems to be, well, not huge. They seem to enjoy every moment of it. Now, if you forgive me one moment, I'm just going to flick through. The game does not like minimizing at all, so I just needed to check the playtime for this. So we're on just about 10 minutes now. This is the small introduction to Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition, just so you know what I'm going to be doing. And I think in the next episode we're going to start the campaign.